Aloha, guys. Happy Aloha Monday. Let me get the treats out. Puppies and all, and give people a chance. Oop, I pulled out 4 treats. That's not good. Can I hide one without Cassie? Yeah. My other dogs would not notice the difference, but Cassie is smart enough to notice when I pull one more than I should pull out. And then she will literally be climbing over my whole table trying to get to it the rest of the live. So hopefully I pulled that off. So anyhow, aloha gang. A lot of stuff going on YouTube land right now, it seems. So we will see how many of you guys we get in chat. But I always know you show up in replay crew. So actually, to replay crew, guys, I really appreciate okay, I wake up the morning after a live, and it's really great to see your messages and comments in there. And that's okay. Live is talking to me throughout the whole thing, kind of helping me with discussing the case and all. But afterwards, I know we're helping and getting the word out and stuff like that. So I really want to say thank you to all you guys for that, big time. And hello, Tammy. How you doing? How you been doing, my dear? Oh, and we got Rowdy in the house too. Tammy and Rowdy. Hello, you two. How you both doing? And sorry, I got a little. Would you stop barking, Wrigley? Please stop barking. Hopefully Crisp is doing its job. That's what I'm hoping right now. And you won't be hearing someone bark. So hope you both are doing really good in there. And those of you hanging out and watching, hope you guys are having a good week so far and had a great weekend. We had the Mid-Autumn Festival. So I was over in Chinatown over the weekend, and oh my gosh, I had the best black sesame mooncake. Oh my gosh, it was I love black sesame. I don't know how many of you have ever tried black sesame anything, but like black sesame gelato or whatever. But this mooncake was just amazing. We had lion dances. I need to try to upload some video from it. They were doing the full acrobatic lion dance and all, so it was great. Tammy, you're stressed out. What's up, my dear? And you'll get yeah. I know the feeling. I know the feeling when you get that thing and you're like, okay, I'm stressed out, but I know I can pull this off. I can pull it. I can pull it. And you can. You can, my dear. And we're all here and we love you, my dear. Okay. Hopefully you'll get through it quickly. And also, yeah, we're coming into that time of year that everyone seems to get a little bit more stressed out because we're getting into the holiday. As much as I love the holiday season, it's as we go into it, knowing everything that's coming up and okay, trying to get kids back in school for those of you who are parents and all that. Ocean Tide is in the house. Hello, Ocean Tide. How you doing, my dear? But yeah, it reminded me what time of year we were when we were at Mid-Autumn Festival. I was like, wow, are we already at that point? Yeah, we are. And so, I mean, this would be harvest time, put it that way. So, but anyhow, before we get started, couple things in this case. Oh, in the bushes. Is it in the house? Hello, my dear. I started looking for a case today. And as I started looking around, I came across Maddie's case, Madison Rich, 17-year-old. And I started looking at her stuff, looking at an interview, and we're going to actually watch the press conference with her mom, and I think it was her uncle. So we will watch all of that. But there's a couple things, you know what? This is 2 weeks in a row. I'm covering someone from the greater Cleveland area. And and I know I've covered many more people from Cleveland. Cleveland pops up over and over and over. And Tammy's trying to get rid of stuff, and they go, oh, that's the hardest. That's anyone who walks through my house, I can't get rid of. Everything holds a memory to me. I mean, I'm looking up here and I literally have lays that are dried flowers that I can't get rid of because they hold memory. Memory is hard. Memory is so hard. And also, hey Steph, love you, my dear. Love you. Oh no. Not the C, not the C. I used to be able to say the C. Now it's like, well, no, there's 2 of them out there, but hopefully the beer bug. Yep, exactly. And take care, my dear. Okay, take care of yourself. You're going through a lot right now, so take care of yourself, my dear. And also, But you could see a picture right up in the corner of Madison. I almost said Steph, of Madison or Maddie, as she's known. She's 17 years old, just graduated from high school, is on her way to university next year. And she, as we go through this, you'll hear a story of basically a young woman who came to go hang out with friends, spend the night at a friend's house. And she was there for a few days and was talking, okay, with them, talking to friends, texting, Snapchatting, all those things. And then she and her friends went to sleep one night, and the next morning came up and she was not there. Okay. And the friends immediately call up family. Where is she? We can't see her. Did she come home or anything? No, she's been missing since. What does worry me in this case is Maddie is not the type of person to run and not communicate with family. Okay, she does have a history of in the past maybe going and hanging out with her friends. Okay, and staying with her friends, but she always stayed in touch with her family or other friends. It was never like she up and disappeared for a day or something like that. She always was in touch with people. She was always on social media, things like that. Now, we have gone since August 18th without any contact from her whatsoever. And that's when you start realizing, especially at this age, I'm not going to lie, I have concerns of did someone lure her away? She was hanging out with a friend one night, and then overnight she disappears to go somewhere. Um, did she contact someone who tried to get her to meet up with them? I don't know. I don't think anyone knows right now. Okay, what we do know is this is a young woman who not only does have a few, okay, mental health conditions that she's dealing with, okay, as many teenagers do. Okay, I mean, many of us, okay, myself included at that age. And, but she has real health issues going on. She has low blood pressure. Low blood pressure and low, what was the other? Heart rate. So low, in fact, that she was hospitalized just this past June. So this is not just a case of, oh, she could literally be in danger right now, especially if she is being held in a situation where she cannot get out of it easily, if you understand what I mean. If there is a trafficking situation going on, or she's been lured somewhere where she doesn't have the ability to get out easily on her own. And that's why police are looking into things. Before we get into this and really start diving into this, I did want to share this. We will talk about DeFaro Wuntide. How many of you guys have watched here we go. Reservation Dogs. Okay, Reservation Dogs is a comedy out right now, and DeFaro here actually was up for his first Emmy recently. He showed up at the Emmys, and I wanted to share this because I'm so proud of him for taking that stand. For those of you who follow the missing, you know what that red handprint over the mouth means. It is specific to say no more stolen sisters. Hashtag no more stolen sisters. It is a specific way for us to get out there and say, we need to take a stand against our indigenous that are being stolen out from under us. They're being abducted. They're being trafficked. They're being killed. They're being all that. That's what this is about. And he walked his first red carpet and reminded everyone of what is important right here, which is standing up for those who don't have a voice anymore and all. So we'll talk about this a little bit more on Friday, but I wanted to bring this up because I was so happy to see when that happened and all. So, but let's start our dig down right now into Madison. Let me pull this up here for Madison. Okay. We got a couple things. I've got some maps, Google Earth maps that we can go through here. I also have a press conference with mom that we will watch a little closer to the end of this live, as well as just how we can get into this. But Madison Rich is actually from an area to the west of Cleveland, an area called Lakewood. So Lakewood, Ohio. She is 17 years old, 5'7", 115 pounds, has blackish brown hair and blue eyes. Now, you can also tell from here she has glasses, which she may or may not be wearing. If you happen to come across her or see her out on the, okay, when you're out at McDonald's or something like that, she may or may not have those glasses on. Ocean Tide. I was actually, you know what? I haven't asked everyone that yet. Put a one in chat if you've heard of this case. Put a two in chat if you're like, who's this? And I had never heard of Maddie's case until I woke up this morning. In all honesty, I had not heard her name yet. And so, Kim, how you doing? Yeah, prayers in these cases for sure. And Maddie has been missing since August 18th. There we go. Some twos coming in. Okay, I have a funny feeling. Yep, there we go. Two, two, two. We are lucky in this case in that there is a band out there by the name of Taproot who has worked really hard on getting her case out, and we are going to discuss that part of her case. Their manager and Maddie's mom are good friends going back decades, and they have been giving her a voice. Kathleen, how you doing, my dear? Welcome. Which has been huge because their spread of being able to contact people and get the word out crosses different continents. I mean, Europe and Americas. And they've got people out there sharing her posters. Okay, which is important in this case because I will say, if we are looking at a trafficking type case or something where she is being held against her will or something, yes, Cleveland could be where she is, but she could be in other areas also. And that's why we need to share her case out as much as possible. So hanging in there, that's good. I know. Hang by your three fingers from the edge of the no. And it's a fun day for us. I think all of us are like, we're here, we're alive. That's good. As my best friend's dad tells me all the way, well, my heart was beating when I woke up this morning, so I'm doing really good. So I'm like, yes. So anyhow, these are a couple different pictures of her so you can see her in different settings, okay, whether it be with her glasses, without her glasses. One of the things that I can tell immediately, because I look for the things that I can recognize right away with her, she's got gorgeous blue eyes, dark hair. But now, as KK would be telling us right now, hair color can be changed, hairstyles can be changed. Even in all honesty, eye color can be changed, however, not usually as often jumped to, but it's possible. She also has a couple of tattoos. Okay. The tattoos that you're seeing, one of them here, but she has flowers on both of her forearms, both sides on her forearms. Okay. Left and right. And then on her left upper arm, she has what you're seeing here, this tattoo right here, which is her, a spider with a spider web that has a little heart in the middle of the spider web. Okay. And then the spider hanging from the web. Now that's on her left upper arm. So another thing that we can keep a lookout for. I also mentioned to you that the family is very concerned right now because of the fact she does have physical health issues. She has low blood pressure, okay, and a low pulse, low pulse or low heart rate, which can become very dangerous very quickly if she's not getting health care for that. If she's not getting medication, she was just in the hospital for these things. And also, as we go through this, the interview with her mom really gives you a great idea about who she is. Okay, who is Maddie? Maddie is more than this gorgeous young woman we see here in these pictures. She's so much more than that. Okay, her mom said during this press conference that today it had been 24 days since her friends and family have had any communication with her. It is not like her to not have any communication with anybody. So that is why we are extremely worried and concerned. Quote from her mom, Tracy. Her mom also describes her as creative, as caring and funny. She loves animals. The family have two cats that she, quote unquote, loves to death. That she would go outside and work on art projects and stuff like that. Okay, very creative young woman here. So what happened? Okay, when this whole thing started. Let me pull up Google Earth so we can go through everything and look at Google Earth at the same time. Okay. Like I mentioned, and I'm going to repeat this again. Last week we covered another Cleveland regional area, outskirts of Cleveland issue. So you know what? We're talking hopefully to that same region who was looking for him, looking for Bud. They're still looking here. Ocean tide, I'm really nervous based off of how much time is going by on this. And as we hear the rest of it as to what was caught on phone, where she was located, where she disappeared from, things like that, big difference. So her family itself live in Lakewood. So you've got Cleveland over here, and you've got, okay, Lakewood right off here to the west. Okay. Right there, you've got Lake Erie up here. So it gives you a better idea of where we are. Now, on August 15th, she was at home. Maddie was at home, okay, with her mom and all. And she left that house to go stay with a friend in Cleveland. Okay, somewhere here in Cleveland. During the next couple days from August 15th, okay, so the 16th and the 17th, she was at that house. While she was at that house, things seemed okay. There were no problems or anything like that, from what I'm hearing at least. There was a lot of her talking with friends. She was on Snapchat. She was on social media. Okay, it was a normal 17-year-old response. Okay, here we are. Okay, she's getting ready to head off to the university soon. Okay, spending time, things like that with friends. On August 18th, now, she and her friend go to bed, and sometime between midnight and 4:30 in the morning, she left that house. Okay, we don't know what led up to her leaving that house. Was she chatting with someone? I really think her social media is something I hope the police have been really trying to dig into. She had her phone with her. So the police do not have her phone itself right now. So she took her phone with her. I don't know about the rest of her belongings or anything like that. I haven't heard anything one way or another on that, but her phone was with her. Her friend woke up in the morning when didn't recognize her there, didn't see her there. She contacted Maddie's family and was like, have you seen Maddie or anything? And she was reported missing very quickly from the looks of it. Police over the next couple days started really looking at her phone because the one thing they knew she had with her was that phone. And what's one of the first questions, guys, that we ask? Okay, when we know someone's gone missing, type it into chat as quickly as you think about it. I'll try to talk long enough to cover until then. Okay, when you know someone has their phone with them and they go missing, what's one of the first things we ask? Okay, what are we wondering if the police have checked into? And sorry. Okay, sorry. I just got a text message. Let me just send a response to someone. And while I'm seeing if anyone can remember what it is that we talked up, someone's saying hi to me. To the person who's saying their YouTube's acting up, hey there. And let me just real quickly, a doctor wanted to clarify a doctor appointment for me tomorrow. That will work. We had to reschedule something. So they want to meet with me tomorrow. And I'm like, yes, that works. Yep, there we go. I knew if I took long enough, you guys would answer. Exactly, Ocean Tide. Ping. Where did it ping off of, guys? Okay. If the phone's there, and in this case, they did get pings. They got quite a few pings. Now, because of timing and everything, unfortunately, every single ping, while its information did not lead to her. Okay, one of the big things that came together was a location on the 18th when she first went missing. That actually was taken to this location here, 4511 Northfield Road, which is a hotel. It is called the Express Inn. Um, it's right out here. It From the looks of it, guys, it's not like top of the line place or anything like that. Okay. I don't know if I would call it seedy or anything, but definitely not okay. Great. In fact, one of the locations when I pulled it up over here, in fact, I'll show it to you real quickly. Let me switch things over real quick. I pulled it up on Yelp, and Yelp literally, it doesn't have a lot of reviews, 3 reviews total, but those 3 reviews have given it a grand total of 1 star. So this is where they were able to get her phone pinging at one point on the 18th. Um, just to show you guys what we're seeing here. Okay, pretty basic. I mean, as some people said here, if you're looking for a place to spend the night overnight and you just need a bed, it's there for you. Ocean Tide, exactly. That's my biggest concern right now is why is she heading to a hotel? Is it to meet with someone that she was talking with? And the fact that they were not there long scares me even more. Okay, so you can kind of go here and look through the stuff. Okay, checked in at 6 p.m. on a Monday evening, greeted by friendly employees. She assigned me. Okay, so okay, this person actually was a diamond person. Oh gosh, it got sent to another one there. Great, of course. So it's under new management now. So hopefully that's going to increase things. But lowest rates in the area, all those things. Okay, I don't know. It's just definitely giving me some red alerts popping up. Okay, in a Star Trek term. And also we'll have to see what happens within that. So let me get you back to Google Earth real quick. So she was there. The police did get there. Unfortunately, by the time they got there, she was no longer there. That is the last place that anyone can guarantee that she was. After that, there were some additional pings, but nothing came of the pings. Just to give you an idea of some of the areas on, okay, over the next few days, there was one area, let me see, I think I got it here. Yeah, I did. These were some of the different roads that were mentioned. They said that on August 21st, so August 18th is the last day, we know for sure she can be tracked. After that, they kept getting certain pings, but they weren't able to get specific information with that. So they aren't able to zero in more. Okay. And then after that, that was okay up to the 21st. As of the 21st, all pings stopped. Either her phone died or her phone was turned off. Okay. One or the other. But some of the roads, Harvey Road was mentioned as one area. Hephaestus, yes, that I'm hoping, and my thought is, and guys, things keep in the back of your head, especially when we watch the press conference with her family. Um, I think there is more information to this that the police are holding close to the vest, which is good. They're working on that. You also have Cleveland Missing, who has taken this case on, which is good. And but that's a biggie. Hopefully, that hotel had working cameras. And the key word there being working. How many times have we recently heard of people having cameras and we find out those cameras? So we'll find out. So, but it does look like from whatever happened, she went from Lakewood here to Cleveland, staying with her friend, to out in this area. Okay. After that, we don't know. We really have no idea. According to her mom, no one has heard from her at all. Nobody has received any outgoing texts or phone calls, and she has never picked up an incoming text or phone call. Okay. You guys know how when you're on your phone or something like that, I am going to switch real quickly over to this so we have our pictures back. Okay, and someone texts you, you can see, oh, they read the text or on Messenger or something. You can see those types of things. She has not picked up anything like that. When her mom is texting her, her friends are texting her, there's no receipt being picked up. Um, and yeah, that's the thing also, Tammy, especially with those later, was her phone just sitting in a car till it died? Okay. Was she even with her phone at that point? We don't know. What we do know is they did verify that she was at the Express Inn, okay, that one location on the 18th. That is for sure. So as of August 22nd, police pinged her phone again. They were doing this daily, trying to get whatever they could get together. Remember just a couple months ago, not even months, maybe 2 months ago, where we had a case of someone who had gone with someone who we found out was getting ready to traffic them. And she was picked up and she was found states away because of the fact she kept her phone with her. That's why they keep checking this and they keep checking the, okay, is it pinging? Is it pinging? August 22nd came, ping stopped completely. Since that time, they've had nothing showing up for her whatsoever. Um, she, her family is asked over and over, has she left before? Has she done stuff like this before? And like I said before, yeah, she has left one other time, but she stayed with friends and she was in communication with other friends that whole time. See, those are the things where things, so many times people will say, well, so and so, they have a history of that. Well, yeah, but you have to take a look at the other behaviors around that history. Okay. If you have someone who has left before, but they've always been in touch with their close friends and all of a sudden they're not getting in touch with their close friends, that's a huge change right there. And her family does feel that her mental health status probably did play a role, they said, in her originally leaving. What that means is their issue. That's their issue. Okay, being a teenager is hard. Hell, it's hard being a 53-year-old. Okay, being a teenager, it's hard and you go through a lot of things, especially during those months where you're getting ready to leave home for the first time and go to a different okay, you're leaving your high school setting into the college setting. There's a lot going on. And let me bring up, I'm going to go ahead and move us on to the interview. So, one of the greatest things, guys, Cleveland Missing does such an amazing job. They really do. Okay, there are so many missing out of Cleveland. It's one of the locations that, in all honesty, has scared me over the years because of the fact I have reported on way too many people from Cleveland. I have to say, Cleveland and Texas, that's it. Those are the main areas that most of the reports come out of. Now, is that because they have more missing or anything like that? No, I don't think it's that necessarily. I think it's because they have such good systems in place to get the word out. Okay, we know Texas has an amazing job, does an amazing job with their Amber Alerts. They get them out immediately. And that does make it look like they have more missing people, but it's more like the awareness is high. And um, the other thing before I do go into this, talking about awareness, I wanted to bring up was here. As we watch this, you're going to hear a little bit at the end where they are talking to her mom. about the group Taproot. Her mom was really good friends with the manager of Taproot, a band. And just recently, the band came out, was performing locally, and Maddie and her mom went to go see the band. And they took these pictures here, okay, with all the members. And the band itself has gone so far as to not only share all these pictures and the posters and all on their own site and on their own Facebook group, etc., all those things, but they're doing it on their own personal sites. Kind of like I asked, okay, earlier about posting posters. Make an aim to share one missing person's poster this week. You can choose who it is, and I'll just make that aim. And that's what they've done this, and it has made a real big help for the fan. Plus, it gives family more hope to know that people care, and they do. We know that. So, anyhow, what happened was a couple days ago, maybe about 5 days ago or so. I forget the exact day on it. Let me check actually here. 5 days, September 11th, actually. So, yes, 5 days ago. Um, Her family, so her mom, and I think it was her uncle, okay, Cleveland Missing set up a press conference. And it's just under 15 minutes long. And what I wanted to do was go through this. Let me know what your thoughts are on it as we go through it. Um, but what I've appreciated from it is we get to know a little bit more about who Maddie is, which is important.
Hi, everybody, and thank you for
I
coming.
have to
My
up
name
the
is
volume for
Madison
this.
Rich. I am Madison Rich's mom. All of her friends and family call her
I do have
Maddie.
subtitles though.
She has been missing from our home since August 15th. Today has been 24 days since her friends and family had any communication with her. Um, it's not like
Guys, we're 2 days away from a month. 2 days. Okay, no one should be hitting that 1 month anniversary.
her to not have any communication with anybody. So that's why we are extremely worried and concerned. Maddie, if you hear this, mommy loves you. Your friends and family love you so much. We miss you and we want you home. We're very concerned about her mental health. Her medication is at home. She also has some physical health issues, which makes it very concerning for her to still not be at home. Um, just please, if anybody sees Maddie, please call 911 so she can get the medical attention that she needs. Maddie, if you hear this, please come home. If anybody has Maddie, please let her come home. Friends and family miss her so very dearly. Maddie, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, your little cousin, friends, and mommy love you so much. We miss you so much. We ask again if anybody knows anything or sees her to please call 911. Maddie, again, if you hear this, if you're able to, please come home. We just finished binge watching Friends on Amazon, and I just cannot wait until you are home so we can find our next show to binge watch. And again, we just ask if anybody has any information, please call local law enforcement. If you see her, please call 911 so we can get her back safely.
It amazes you how normal life can be for people. That just came to me as I was watching that. How I sit every night and we binge watch. Mom and I binge watch TV together. We've been binge watching Kingdom, uh, Korean K drama, and then that whole discussion about what do we watch next. That's what she and her mom were doing. They were getting ready to have that conversation. How normal that life was until something like this happens, and it changes your life immediately. And the sooner we can get her back so that life can get back to normal.
My name is David Rich. I am Tracy's brother and Madison's uncle, probably the only one that still calls her Madison. Tracy has wanted me to also thank a bunch of people while we've been trying to find Madison to get her home. All of our friends, some of Madison's friends, and the community for reposting everything that we posted on social media. News stations have posted on social media, handing out flyers, and just all the support that we've gotten from everybody. Erie Designs in Lakewood for the yard signs that are back here for trying to help find Madison. The band Taproot for going above and beyond, being vocal and helping spread the word on Madison. Other businesses for reaching out and posting flyers, being the Winchester, No Class, and the Foundry. The Missing Youth Department of Belfair, and especially here at Cleveland Missing Foundation for all of their help and support. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is
Hey, B. Tim. Hey, welcome.
we miss you, Madison. Like, this is very unlike her, like, to just go complete radio silence, and it is very concerning. To be blunt, the situation stinks. Like, let's all be honest, the situation stinks. But we do hope that if anybody sees her, please reach out. We want her home. She definitely needs to get some assistance in any, health issues, just anything she needs. Like, please help us bring her home. Madison, please come back. Like,
I think that's the key. Okay. For anyone, if there's any missing teenagers, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, okay, there's always people out there who can help. Get the help that you need. If there's something that you're struggling with, they're out there. And sometimes what starts off in these situations as looking for a friend, unfortunately, sometimes we find people and they're not necessarily the friend that we thought they were. And we're worried people will judge us for that. And people no, you'll never be judged for something like that. And Hephaestus just said, let me see, here we go. I had to wonder if there was any chance she left due to not being ready to leave for college. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. I remember myself, I didn't want to leave the islands. Okay. I mean, I did not want to leave the islands. So I was like, University of Hawaii, here I come. And so it's very, very possible. I don't know. I do know they mentioned what school she was going to go to. They do mention that here. But I forget it off the top of my head. But it could be something like that. It truly could be. And I'm hoping it's something like that, because in a case like that, then she has the ability to make the decision to come home, as compared to some of the situations and some of the possibilities where she doesn't have the ability to make that decision. Or she can make the decision, but someone is holding her back from actually acting on that decision. So I hope that's what it is. Because I remember it. I did not want to go off. I was not ready whatsoever.
you see your mom, you see all of us. Your baby cousin asks about you, and I don't know what to tell him, and it's kind of rough. But if all we ask is any help in finding her and bringing her home, and yeah, Madison, just please come home.
So we're sorry that you're in this situation, first of all. I see some locations on the missing person sign. Have you had any leads as to where Madison might be with phone pinging or something like that?
We do believe that she still might be in the Warrensville area. At this time, we cannot say we are 100% sure, just due to, no contact with her directly.
Warrensville, just so you guys know, is in the location of where that hotel was. So if you go back to where we were pulling up the map, the area where that hotel was. So a little bit more southwest, I guess, southeast of Cleveland area. Okay, from what I'm gathering. But yeah, it's an area called Warrensville Heights. And
Lakewood Police are doing everything they can, following up with any leads. We do feel like as her mom that she still might be in that area, but again, I cannot say 100% sure at this time.
But the last known address was that East 65th, or the Northfield Road.
hotel.
Yeah, in the Northfield Road, around Warrensville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does she know anyone there? Any reason why she would be there?
No, and that's why it's just very, I feel like it's very, unlike her, we do not know anybody, there. All of her, friends and family are more in this area, so that's another reason why we're very concerned.
So no idea how she got to that area. I mean, was it a phone ping that got you zeroed into that area, or?
The police had, ways that they were able to figure out, that she might be in that area, some things that I, cannot discuss, but, we do know.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm holding positive to the thought that the police have more information on this. And they're just trying to pull things together and get enough extra someone out there who may have seen her. Okay, it's been a month. Chances are someone out there has seen something. And sorry, dog, you want to come here or not? No, of course not. We just want to cause trouble. That's all. But someone out there has seen or heard something. Okay, she got to that. She doesn't have a car, guys. She does not have her own vehicle. So she had to have gotten to that hotel some way, whether it was a bus or whether it was someone that she met up with, and then together they headed over to the hotel. And then from the hotel on, we don't know. Is she in a vehicle with someone? Is she taking a bus somewhere? Is she taking a train? Who knows? It sounds like they think she's still in that area. And so if you're from that area, definitely keeping an eye open. And we're getting closer actually to Bud's area and all that also from last week.
That she was in that area. We don't know how she got there and who she is with.
She have a vehicle?
Not at this time.
Can you talk about who Maddie is, what she enjoyed to do?
Sure. She is so fun-loving. She has our family's very sarcastic sense of humor, so we can tease each other back and forth. She loves art. She likes to sing. I'll hear her singing in her room sometimes when she's doing her art or cleaning. We have 2 cats at home that she just loves to play with and take pictures of. She's very artistic. She'll do sidewalk chalk outside. She'll paint, make bracelets, just very creative and fun-loving person.
She's 17, so is she, would she be a senior in high school at this time then?
She did graduate from Lakewood High School this June, and when she comes home, she plans on going to Cleveland State University.
Okay, so Cleveland State University. So in the area. So it sounds to me, I don't know whether it'd be a dorm type situation, because even here with Hawaii, I mean, I could have gone to well, I did go to University of Hawaii. I could have dormed if I wanted to. I chose to stay at home until I got to my grad degree, and then I actually moved out. So to get back to the idea about could she have been having cold feet? Now, you can still have cold feet about going to college. So what Hephaestus is saying actually still does have some possibility there. Okay, if you've been going to high school where you're like, especially high school, you're like the top of the top as a senior and all that. And now you're going to this area where there's so many people and you're just one of thousands. It's a different thought process for sure. So, but it does look like she wasn't actually going to be in a different state or something. She could have potentially actually gone from where she was. I'm not sure how far apart where she lives from the school is, but it's feasible.
And in that photo there in the middle, who is Maddie with? The
That is my,
child?
that is my son. I'm keeping his name too close to this.
Certainly.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. So they're talking about there's a couple photos right in front of them that you might see at one point or another. And there's one of the photos is of Maddie and someone else. And I'm happy. I'm really happy that Maddie's uncle is like, no, we're not going to share the name. That's my child. And I don't want to share. We can share. He does give them permission to share the picture, but he, for privacy's sake, wanted to keep that. Hey, JP, how you doing, my dear? Hello, hello.
we always just call her baby cousin. Even probably when he's a teenager, she'll
Yep.
probably still call him, her baby cousin.
Okay.
So
We can refer to him that way. Are you okay if we use that picture?
Yes.
Anything else you want the public to know?
You can see her trying to hold herself together. Okay, how hard this is. I mean, this is 15 minutes of a parent having to hold every bit of control they have over their emotions together so that they can speak for their child, give their child a voice. And she did an amazing job in this. That's why I wanted to share this whole thing, because it truly, she gave Maddie such an amazing voice in this. And how hard it must have been to sit there for 15 minutes. Okay, you got the Kleenex there and all that. And we've seen other times where people haven't been able to keep it together, but she does an amazing job. Even so, nerves can play a role, but no communication with it. And that's the big issue. Okay. I love you, JP. Love you. But yeah, that's the big concern here, is the fact that she's not communicating with people, not even friends. Okay, you can see someone who is having issues and everything who picks up and leaves because of nerves, depression, anxiety, things like that. But especially this age, 17 years old, you're still going to communicate with your closest of friends. You're still going to, I mean, it's just a social side of things, especially this, maybe not for a few days. I could see in theory a teenager who just wants to get away and decompress or whatever like that. Okay, leaving and not talking to friends or anything like that for maybe a couple days. But a month? Almost a month? No. They're gonna talk. Now, is there the possibility they are talking to someone and that person just hasn't felt comfortable coming forward yet? It's always feasible. I don't think so, though, because you can see how this is hurting not only mom, uncle, okay, things like that, but her friends. Her friends are out there trying to make sure everyone knows that she's missing. Well, Kimberly, how old? She is, 17. So 17 years old, just graduated from high school and is getting ready to start. No problem. No problem, Kim.
I just really wanted to put it out there that it is definitely not like Maddie to not have any communication with
Parents,
friends or
no.
family. That's why I feel like it's just a huge red flag. It's just very important that if anybody sees her or knows anything, please call your local police or call 911 immediately if you do see her. She does have.
I'm going to stop right there real quick. You can contact them and stay anonymous, guys. Okay, you can go down to some area and make a phone call from an area that, and do it anonymously. It does not have to be your name. So please, if you do know something, speak up. Give her a
In one of the
voice.
pictures, you can kind of see one of her tattoos. It's a black and white flower tattoo on both inner arms. On her left shoulder, she has like a spider web that kind of looks like a heart with a spider down here. And she also has a mole on her left cheek.
Okay, going to show you guys this real quickly. The tattoo she's talking about right here. Okay, the other two flowers she also described. I don't have pictures of that, but I do have the spider web and the heart. Okay, with the spider hanging from it. And then the mole on her cheek. So just a reminder on those.
which are very distinctive marks. If anybody thinks that they see her and they notice those, please definitely call 911 or your local police.
I think the biggest thing obviously is we want her home. Like, we've all unfortunately seen all the stories before of other people who've gone missing, and you wonder, it's like, you sit there and, I wouldn't know what to do or what to feel like when you're in this situation. And now, unfortunately, we're in that. And I think our biggest thing is we want her home. We need her home. We need to know she's safe and in one piece. So just anything to help us out to get her home would be the biggest thing.
And then just also again, Maddie, if you see this, mommy loves you, your friends and family all miss you. If you're able to, please come home. And again, if anybody has my Maddie, please let her come home so we can get her the help that she needs and the medical attention that she needs. If anybody has any information, when you do call, you can't be anonymous. If you maybe know something and you're just scared to say something, you do not have to give your name. We don't care who you are. If you see her, if you have information, you can say that you would like to be anonymous, and that is perfectly okay. We are just begging the public, please, if you see something, if you know something, please say something so we can bring our Maddie home.
I'm going to say it's very possible that one of her friends does know something. Okay. And at first they may not have said something. Maybe Maddie talked with her about talking to someone and you didn't think it was important at the time. Okay. Oh, nah, you know what? We were just talking. It's nothing and all. And you may not have said something at the time, but over time, or someone she's just talked that may not even really have put one and one together, just someone she might have been talking to on Instagram or on X or whatever like that, and having a conversation with, and all of a sudden now it's coming together in your head. Maybe I should be saying something. Perhaps you're reticent to do that because you're like, oh, I should have said something. Or it's never too late. It's never too late to step up and say something, especially when you know it could be saving a life.
I hate to ask, was there something that happened at home that you would have been mad and ran away?
Not so much mad. We do know that she has some mental health issues that we are in the process of getting her help for. So that might have been the original reason why she left. But then it turned into a situation where I personally feel that she's in a situation she just cannot get out of. And that's why we strongly ask the public's help that please, if you do see something, please say something. And again, it can be anonymous. We don't care, about your name if that's something that you're scared for. Just please, if you know something, if you see something, please call local police or 911 so we can bring her home.
Someone may be at a party this coming weekend or last weekend. They may have been at a party, someone in their teens or 20s, and Maddie might have been there. Maddie might not have had the ability to walk away on her own. Might have looked like she could, but if there were other people keeping her there, she might have had no choice. And those are the people that are being spoken to right now. If you've seen her anywhere, just because you see someone who you think looks like they're free and at will to do anything does not mean they are free and at will to return home or speak up or use their voice whatsoever. Because if someone actually is holding on to someone for trafficking reasons, for God knows what other reasons out there, okay, and there's many other reasons out there also, okay, you could literally be walking right next to that person, but if you go running, you could be killed. So you just stay there and you're stuck. It's like you're invisibly tied to that person and you can't get away. But you might be sitting at McDonald's and that person is sitting at the table next to you or in the line next to you. And if you just look up and you see them, you need to speak up at that point.
Has she ever ran away before?
She has had left home before. She always stayed in our city of Lakewood. She was always in communication with people. That's why this time it's definitely different. There are so many red flags that we feel that she could be in danger. She could be in a situation she cannot get out of due to just it's been again 24 days since any of her friends or family have had
29
contact with her, and that's just
now.
a huge red flag.
No social media use or anything like that either, right?
Not that we are aware of.
Okay.
They're being very, very open with all these things because she could say easily, no social media. But she does know. Maybe she's using social media under a different account or something like that they don't know about. And again, another reason why it's important for friends and all to speak up, because maybe there are some private accounts that other people don't know. Police don't have her phone. So they don't have access to anything on her phone. Now, hopefully they have any laptop or computer or iPad or things like that, but they don't have access to her phone itself right now. And even just so you guys know, they're saying goodbye here, but they do pick up again. There's a little bit more that goes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
guys.
sorry.
Thank you.
You guys so much. I was trying to hold it together, so I appreciate.
She did a great job.
Everybody's help and support with this to help try to bring her home.
I know there was an event, with Taproot maybe, I didn't mention that. With the band. Is there
Well, they
anything-
talk about Taproot.
Not so much an event,
Okay.
but their manager I have been friends with for over 20 years, which makes me seem old, but I swear I'm still very young at heart. He's always been in communication with me. I've expressed, my worries and concerns. So he, along with the band, ended up just really posting everything on social media, on their personal pages, on the band pages, where there was a gentleman from Norway that ended up reaching out to me saying, he saw it on their page. He's in Norway and can't really do too much, but he actually.
That's the power of the internet, guys. That's why I'm keeping playing this so you guys can hear this part here, because she's telling you about the power of the internet and the power of what I have as the poll for today, posting one poster each week. Take your choice, just one a week.
Knew people that lived in the Cleveland area, so he was kind of bouncing that back to his friends and family in hopes that they would continue to pass it. So just knowing that even because of them, people in Germany, Norway, Australia are seeing this, and some of them know people in Ohio.
Yeah.
So they're bouncing the posts back in hopes that somebody sees something and says something. It's just so overwhelming, but like in a very good way, to know that the community is so positive in trying to help find her.
But if you didn't actually answer the question, no, at this time, it's not.
Okay,
Thank
no,
you.
No, I think I said, not at this time, but yeah, sometimes my brain thinks of stuff that my mouth, I guess, forgets, but not at this time, but they've just been very helpful. If something does show up, we will definitely let people know, but yeah, not at this time.
Thank you.
That's why I have you up here to help.
That'd be great.
So,
Try my best.
We'll leave these pictures up here if you want to get some close-ups of those before you go.
Thanks.
thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the end of the interview. And that's one of the things that I notice, especially with Taproot coming in and sharing stuff out, guys. And that's how it works. Okay, how many times, I don't know if this has happened to you, but it's happened to me multiple times where I'll be talking to a friend, okay, who might be in, say, California, and they hear, they get a poster of someone missing in Hawaii. And all of a sudden I get a text message or something on Facebook Messenger saying, hey, have you seen this lately? Okay, hey, Cindy, hey, local, have you seen this? And all, they're missing from where you live. And that's how this works. and we get the word out to more and more people, which is what's important here. Okay, it's just getting the word out. Now, I've had scrolling on the bottom a phone number for anyone who might have any information. I am hoping they get some more stuff coming together. Gosh, it'd be nice if they could not hit 1 month. But there's a lot of things going on. I know last week's they're hitting up 1 month also. All of these cases happening. And also, but just as a reminder, real quickly, let me so we're talking about Madison, who you're seeing here, Madison Rich, 5'7", 17 years, yeah, old. She's from Lakewood area, went missing, okay, on the outskirts of Cleveland. She was last seen in the Warrensville Heights area and at one of the hotels, the Express Inn there. She, it's so no family, guys. And I know I'm speaking to the choir here. How many times have you connected with families of these people that are missing? And when you first became interested, I guess you could say, most of us come from a true crime background, and somehow our interest in true crime kind of pushed us in the direction of we saw someone who was missing and that person made a difference in our hearts. And then we started realizing just how much that one person's disappearance affects people. They're not just pictures on a poster. They're not. Last week, we hit the 1-year anniversary for Ariel's disappearance. Her grandma was posting every single day, multiple times during the day, pictures of or comments about, okay, anything she could about Ariel. 3 years later. And that families are doing everything they can to find someone. And I know it's hard for us because we want to help. I want to help with searches. I want to help with, but we can't. We don't live close. But guess what we can do? We can do that, okay, poll that I mentioned earlier today. Okay, where just once a week, take a picture, okay, a screenshot, share, okay, if you got your own YouTube channel, share out. Any of us can get a community tab pretty much nowadays. Or take a picture on your screenshot on your phone of any poster that you come across and just post it. Just post it. Think about all the people you might reach, all of your friends on Facebook that might know someone from that area, because it's a small world. It's a really small world out there, guys. And all we need to do is find the right person. So if you can help us out with sharing this, please help us out with sharing this out. Someone out there knows where Maddie is. Someone out there knows what happened to Maddie. Someone has the power to bring her home. Okay, we just need to find them. And it's a reminder that she has her glasses that she may or may not be wearing. So please look at pictures both directions. She has tattoos, the flowers on her inner forearms. Okay, and the spider with the spider web on her upper left arm. She's got the mole on her face, the black and gray glasses, 115 pounds, 5'7". And also, if you guys can help share that stuff out. I will definitely be back this Friday. I showed you guys at the beginning of this amazing, in fact, let me pull that up for those of you who were not here at the beginning of the live to see. DeFaro at the Emmys, his first Emmy nomination, and he came in a black tux with the red handprint over his mouth to remind everyone about Indigenous people who are missing, who have lost their voice, and no one is looking for them whatsoever. Okay, in many cases, I hate to say it, okay, no one is looking. Okay, from law enforcement to just normal people to anything. They just disappear. And they need their voice. And you know what? That's not gonna, because they got a voice. And he gave them the voice that night. We'll talk about him on Friday. If anyone else has any cases that they would like updates on, come Friday, let me know. If you hear of any news this week, because one of the things I am doing is trying to keep track of updates on cases over the course of the week so I can share with you come Friday. So if you know of anything, please feel free to share. Cupcake did a great job at sharing some stuff with me earlier this week. So if you guys can do that, I'd really appreciate it. So anyhow, I'm going to go deal with my pup right now here. She's sitting here growling under her breath because she heard something outside. Yes. Did you hear something outside? You are dirty. She's a dirty little girl. She's going to get a bath. Yes, she's going to get a bath whether she likes it. Also, anyhow, I will talk to all of y'all later. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, guys. And prayers for all of them. Oh, now you're going to come over. Now you come over. So, and also, and you got it, Ocean. And thank you guys all so much. You guys have a great Monday evening, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.